So if you guys all quit shaking, motion sickness. um, so I had a buddy of mine reach out to me and says, "Hey, why don't you talk about politics? Why don't you talk about stuff I've talked to him about?" Quite frankly, my political view or my opinion of, or your political view or your opinion of, and for instance, perfect example, I don't know if you can hear it or not. Let's see what we can see. Golly, there's speakers everywhere. Anyway, I would show you my speakers. I see like 8 speakers. I don't know if you can hear it or not, but I can hear the Oak Ridge Boys right this second, and the song is "Setting Fancy Free." Okay, and that's what I'm playing. Um, you may or may not, but you may want to um, vote for Trump or Biden and watch or not watch my videos and ride or not ride a victory and be a part or not be a part of a riders club and decide to ride in red markers and not blue. And because I write in blue, that we disagree. And now my whole point is, or not like Shiner beer. Oak Ridge Boys, different song. So you may not appreciate my taste in music. So if I try to promote and encourage you to follow this, it may be a disagreement. It's none of my business what you want to listen to. It's none of my business what color ink you want to write in. It's none of my business who you want to vote for. And I promise you, if you try to encourage me to vote for uh, presidentially or locally or state, or the more you push me, the more you're gonna push me away. I'm not this guy. I'm not a fall in line and follow. I'm not. I've never have been. Have my own mind. Have my own opinion, and I may be touching a little bit here. The I've always said, if you need a book to live a good life, the Bible's an amazing book. It'll teach you how to live a good life. Live a good life. They have teachers. They're called pastors, ministers, preachers, fathers, reverend. They're called all kinds of things. You hear that music now, don't you? I hear it. Um, I will tell you, I'm a licensed, legal, ordained minister. I am 100%. I performed weddings and funerals. I can do baptisms. I can do all sorts of ceremonies. What I will never do is tell you how to live a life according to me. And I will never tell you that you're going to suffer some punishment if you don't live the life according to me. I'll never tell you that you're going to hell if you don't live a life as good as I have. That so with that in mind, that is why I don't speak of. If you know my political affiliation or my political beliefs or my political ideologies, um, for we have county elections coming up. I have my own opinion. Um, there's a little bit of a discernment, difference between my opinions and everybody else. I say everybody else. Um, the people who I differ are very vocal, and I listen. Hey, it's your story, brother. I'll let you tell it. But at the end of the day, you're not changing anything. Um, every election, I have an opinion, and I have a reason why I feel that way, and I'll leave it at that. Oh, I'll leave it at that. Be it a local election, be it a city election, a county election. I'm telling myself here, if I believe in something, if I believe in something, I'm going to vote that way. I can tell you I voted a certain way, or I can show you. I can prove to you. I'll leave it alone. So that's my nominations. That's my speech about I don't get real political. I don't, but I'm very, very, very solid in my beliefs. You're not going to change it. You're wasting your breath. Religion, you're wasting your breath. Political, you're wasting your breath. But I'm not going to waste mine. I'm not going to talk into nothing. My nominations. With that in mind, my office run, garden guy, fire marshal retirement plans. With that in mind, I've got 22, 23 years in with the fire department. I fully plan on retiring in a couple of years. I don't want to be there forever. I don't want to be the old broken down, can't do shit, can't catch a truck, blah, blah, blah. I'm stuck in the old ways. Well, when I was, no, I'm not that guy. I'm going to do my time and I'm going to get the hell out like Bubba Ferguson did. Bubba's, he's been gone almost as long as I've been there. Bubba took his time, took his paycheck, and gone. Bubba's an old man now. He's a guitar playing, good time having, dancing son of a gun. And everybody remembers him as a hero, me included. I love Bubba Ferguson to death. We'll go to his house tonight and karaoke, and he'll sing his ass off. Yes, retired firefighter. Yes, yeah, ain't scared of nothing. Ain't scared of nothing. I can't be that guy, but I can be the dancing. Yeah, yeah, I can be that guy. So with that in mind, you guys, everybody knows I've got a garden. I've got a Facebook uh, group. I've got a Facebook group called My Wife's Pretty Garden because everybody goes, "Oh, your wife's garden is so pretty." Yeah, well, you see that out here tilling? Do you see her out here planting? Do you see her doing anything? Nope. You see her out here picking, you think it's her garden because she gives you shit. It's my wife's pretty garden. Sure it is. Yep. So I've got a Facebook page dedicated to my wife's pretty garden. My pretty wife's pretty garden. My beautiful wife's half-ass garden that I built, whatever. Yeah, that's me. If you would like to know how to build you or your wife's garden as pretty as mine, ask me. That's what the Facebook group is all about. Go join My Wife's Pretty Garden by John Doe, and I'll answer any question you got. I'll tell you when to plant, how to fertilize, when to till, how often to till, how often to fertilize, which direction to plant, what to plant when, how to protect it from the frost if you plant early. I'll tell you all that. I've been doing it for years, building my wife's pretty garden. This, so I'm the garden guy. And I tell people like, hey, yeah, yeah. Oh, you over by the guy with the garden? No, I am the garden guy. So locally, I've been became known as the garden guy. So I'll leave that alone. What's left? Retirement plans, fire marshal, my office run. Getting down to the brass tacks, aren't we? Told you guys, I got 2 years, maybe 3. If Trump gets in office, I might have 4 years. I watched my retirement when Trump was in office hit a certain level, and I watched when Biden took over hit a certain level, And I've watched in the basically 3.5, 4 years since Biden's had it do a certain thing. That's fair. That's fair. But I also watch when Obama left office, it was at a certain level. And Trump took office, it went to a certain level. And then Biden took office, it went to a different level. And then Biden's maintained basically. Hmm, hmm. I'll leave that alone. So, my plans 100% when I retire from the fire department, I have no affiliation at all with the city. I fully intend on running for some office. What office is it? I don't know. I have no idea. But I've watched a manager of BMAX Supply make state representative. I've watched an ex-sheriff make state representative. State representative is a springboard. I've seen a city councilman become mayor. I've seen I've seen a city clerk be inspired by my goofy ass going to college. That's humbling. Basically, if I can do it, anybody can do it. A city clerk, and I love her to death, and I wish she'd dance with me right now. I wish she'd come over and dance with me. Right, I love her to death, and I always will. I seen a city clerk, which is appointed, become city treasurer, which is elected. I think it's elected, it may not be. Anyway, she went got a master's degree. Master's degree. And she 100% deserves it. But she will tell you, Roger, I saw you go to college. And I thought, if he can do it, anybody can. And she's right, because my dumb ass can do it. Absolutely, you can do it. If I can do it, you should be a doctor by now. I'm not a doctor. Ooh. But anyway, I digress. So, my office run. I fully intend on running for office, but I don't know what it is yet. I don't know if it's a state level or local level or municipal, county. I don't know. I just know I'm so freaking tired of working and being on the clock 100 plus hours a week. I'm old. You guys, I'm old. I'm old. Damn, give me a break. Elect me. I've been a firefighter for 23 years. I joined August 7, 2001, which, if you're doing the math, is before 9/11. Been a firefighter. I've been a city policeman. I'm still a city policeman. I'm a plumber. I'm in my 10th year. I'm an ordained minister. You didn't know that, did you? Got the card in my pocket. I've been ordained since 2011. Never charged a penny. I performed, God dang, I don't even know how many weddings. I don't know. Performer. What does a fireman do? He performs a service. What does a policeman do? He performs a service. Plumber performs a service. Minister, not a preacher. Minister. Let me back up on that. I'm not going to preach to you and tell you that you're going to hell for living almost as bad a life as I have. I'm not going to preach to you. But if you need a service provided, I'm a servant. I'm a servant. And I'm the garden guy. I've never charged a penny for anything I've ever done, be it how to grow or when to grow. I give vegetables away all the time. I'm a servant. So when I ask you to vote for me for whatever office, I'm only asking to be a servant because I have the heart of a servant. So this is my office run. And I said I was a cop, fire marshal. Fire marshal has to have a college degree, complete certification, experience in the fire service. We don't have a fire marshal down here. I'm not saying. I'm just saying. My retirement plans. My retirement plans. It's so hot in here. I'm sweating. I turned this air conditioner off so I can talk to you guys. If my mic don't go out, any music don't come over. My retirement plans. What are my retirement plans? Raj, why don't you do this? Why don't you do this? Why don't you do this? Why don't I? Quite simply put, if you want to make God laugh, tell him your plans. I've got a huge sense of humor, and I've laughed a whole bunch of times because God has said, "Hey, boy," and He actually calls me son. Hey, son, you let's not do that. Let's do this instead. And I go, I didn't plan for that. He goes, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You're gonna do this, and I go, and I go do this. Apparently, we're doing this, and I gotta explain to everybody. Apparently, we're doing this, and that's just how it goes. My retirement plans are, basically, I'll write all my options on the six freaking holes on a pool table over there. My pool table over there. And when I break, whichever one the ball goes in is what my retirement plans are going to be. Apparently, I'm running for some office so I can cover my insurance because insurance is completely unaffordable right now. But if you are a servant, they'll pay your insurance. State level, county level, city level, I don't know. Um, you guys see how the local election's going right now. You guys see how the county and state. You see how all the elections are going. It's a bad time to be trying to get elected. And I may be 2 years in, I may be 4 years in. I might get hurt tomorrow and go home on retirement, completely cut ties with the city. It's not up to me. I have plans, but again, I'm not trying to say them out loud because I don't want him to laugh at me. Go, oh yeah, I don't want him to do that. Whew, this is a long video. This is a bunch of information that I felt like I had to get out there. This is what happens when I take a day off. This is what happens when I get inside my mind. Uh, I'll see you guys in the next one.